Alright, YouTube fans, just checking the camera to see if I got it on here. This is David. I'm the one who's built in this plastic pallet deck, and it's coming along really nice. I'm really happy with it. So, been chipping away at it as much as I can every day. And as you can see here, I've really done a lot here. So, as you can see here, this is going to be the bar area where my dog is waiting for a beer. Anyway, we're going to be burning all this wood, as you can see right here. You see? And then we're going to varnish it, and we're talking about all the wood. We're going to varnish it all just to protect it from the weather. And as you can see from here, how it's coming along. So right up here, I'm going to be putting boards up in a few minutes here, getting that ready. These open spots you see right here, we're going to have screens there, but these screens are going to be there where you can remove them, because they'll be in a frame. So if you want to have some view out there, and all you have to do is just flop them right over, because on the bottom of this is going to be all screened up. But right here in this area here, it's going to be boarded up on the bottom. This will have a screen. That will be boarded up, as you can see. That's going to be boarded up. And then here, I'm thinking of something to do within the door system here. Maybe one of those Western bar thing, you know, where the door slots back and forth. But apparently I may not be able to do that because, like I said, right here, we're going to be having, between these two poles, as you can see here, this one and this one here, we're going to have granite going all the way across. That will be going all the way across this way. So we're going to have granite here. And right here where you see this area and the pipe will be a sink. The cooler that's going to hold, you know, beers and stuff. And I'm going to have liquor up here. It's going to look really nice. My friends are going to hook me up with some lighting system in here. And a good stereo. And we're going to have sound outside. And we're going to have sound in here also. And as you can see, those chairs way back there, we're going to get those sandblasted. I thought about throwing them away a long time ago, but I said to myself, what the hell? They're aluminum. They'll never rust. So building this plastic pallets, as I did already, as you can see, it's pretty cool, right? It's coming along really great. And since I extended the roof, I also built these brackets. Are coming all the way out. And as you can see, it's very, very solid. Once the plywood hits it, it's even going to be more solid. So that's going to be cool. So for now, I have a tarp up here since I've been having some rain, trying to protect the wood. And it's coming along really, really good. I'm really happy with it. And I will keep you guys informed as it comes along. I mean, once you see the screens and you see all the rest of the stuff and the light system and the granite and everything, it's going to look pretty cool. Over here on that wall will be a nice TV. We're going to be clearing this all out. And I'm going to be fixing this floor that I have right here. You know? So that's going to be kind of cool. So as you can see out here, I'll be building frames down here. That's going to be screened in also. In this area here, I will be putting another board across here, as you can see right here. Alright, so we're going to be screening that in. All that's going to be screening in. We're going to be using finishing woods small ones, real thin, that's going to go across here. We'll probably paint that in white since we're going to go ahead and burn all this wood. It's going to look really, really, really neat. So all I can say is stay tuned, and we'll get back with you. This is Dave on YouTube. So for some of you out there that want to come with an idea like this, you know, I'm free to let you know how I did it. So that's why I'm putting it on YouTube. You know, later on in the future, I'll have a roof up here that will be coming right on out. It won't be connecting to these poles, but I'm using telephone poles, not the big ones, but the mediocre ones. And that'll be later on in the future. So stay tuned, and I will get back with some of you guys. You know, so far, what happened to me the last time, I had this so perfectly level down here on the floor that when it did rain, water set on the wood, plus it wasn't, you know, treated wood. And what happened was that water just sat there and it pretty much rotted the wood. So this time I built it with a good little, nice little slant to it. So if it does rain or whatever, water will just run straight out. It won't sit there on the floor and decay, you know, the floor. So that was another idea that I came out with because, hey, I'm not planning on doing this all over again. If I do, it'll be the next 10 years from now or so forth, if I'm here. So far, it's been about almost $700 with all this situation that I've been doing with the cement, the nail, not the nails. I've been screwing everything in. That's another thing you got to know. Everything here has been screwed in. All right? This way, if you ever wanted to take it apart, you could take this thing apart. Also, these poles are sitting on cement blocks. So once you disconnect everything, you'll just lift that whole pole straight out of the ground. And you can place that board, that 4x4, just about anywhere you may want to put it if you decide to take it with you. So, I mean, if the wood is still good from then. But that was the whole idea. This is not a permanent structure. You know, you're not nailing it down and, you know, calling it a day like that. So everything is screwed in. I mean, it's just completely with deck screws, as you can see here. You know, so that's the way it goes. So this was a good idea. I figure, you know, let me enjoy it. You know, working all the time and never spending time and enjoying the little bit I have. You know, so I'll get back with everybody when things get more and more, you know, progress with the situation. With all this extra wood that I have and everything right here, that believe me, I have. You know, I've been really good about cutting the wood, you know, good measurements and stuff, and not really wasting too much. It's going to really basically be building a frame down here on this centerpiece right here. Once I straighten this area out and have it level, I will be using that in here, you know, but it will be a floor that I'm going to build, you know, with some treated wood where you can remove it, actually. So if it ever rots or anything like that, it's not a permanent structure that's going to be down here. So you'll be able to remove it. So I'm going to do sections and, you know, go from there with the extra wood I have. And like I said, folks, for some of you guys that are new to this, like I said, basically you lay down 4x4s into the ground, pack them in between 23 to 24 inches into the ground, pack it good, make sure that you have a nice little piece of brick that you'll drop on the bottom. So the 4x4 will sit on it. So when you got saturated rain or a lot of rain is hitting, it won't sink the 4x4 into the ground. It'll keep that brick will keep it right there. All right, so that's just an idea. You know, it's worked for me in the last 10 years. I never had a problem with it, so it's just an idea for you guys to know. Anyway, I will get back with you. My boy over here, he doesn't like me calling out his name because he gets pissed off. He don't want anybody to know who he is, you know. He's like, so, you know. But a Shadow. Yeah, he's about 11 years old. He's a big boy. Blue nose pit. You know, he's around that age now. Just wants to lay around and eat and relax and take it easy. So, that's my boy. But he keeps an eye on everything around the house. He's a good boy. Anyway, stay tuned. I'll get back with you guys. Right now, I'm about ready to put these in. As you can see, you know. Another thing, too, some of this wood, you know, you go to Home Depot and you pick them out, and you know you're picking them out as straight as possible. But once you get them off that pile that they're sitting on top of each other, and they sit out here in the humidity, they'll start a little warp, man, because, you know, they're still wet. So the sooner you can, use them up and get them going, you know. So I've learned that, you know. Believe me, right here, I learned that with this situation here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little warp there. But not about burn up some money on getting more. So anyway, it's just, you know, an advice that I can give you. But everything's going to work out pretty good, you know. And definitely you want to treat this wood. You really do, you know, with the varnish and all that. And like I said, it's going to be really cool, you know, once you burn the wood. How you do that, all you have to do is just basically, I believe we all did this in school, you know, get a torch and go at it, and you'll see that it'll start shaping up right there, as you can see, you know, all the sap into it. And it comes out pretty cool. So I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Yeah. See? Pretty much. So imagine all the wood being this way. All of it, you know. And then you go ahead and varnish it with some good varnish. Don't buy cheap stuff. I mean, buy some good stuff, you know. I mean, if you want to do it right. And like I said, it's going to look awesome. We got some nice granite that I got for free. So I figured, hey, you know, one way or the other, I could put it in the kitchen or, you know, build something out of it. But so far, I'm going to use a good chunk of it right here. And believe me, I have plenty of it. So anyway, stay tuned. And I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as possible. You know, this is a lot for me, you know, trying to get this going on, you know, little by little. So anyway, stay tuned, and I will get back with you on YouTube.